What's up, family? You're tuned in to Real Labs Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Don't panic. James is on the road. The payday killer strikes again, so don't even worry about it. So I'm in the big chair tonight, man. I'll talk about James in a second because I actually had the opportunity to work with him last night. But he's in Tampa at Side Splitters. He told me that all the shows he was doing out of the Midwest were sold out and great. We'll talk about that on Wednesday when he's back on the show. But I am running the show tonight. It is Monday night, June the what is it? June 10th. June 10th, man. So let's have a good time. All new shows this week. Joined in virtual studio with my comedy brother who helped get this thing started 7 to 8 years ago, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. How are you, my friend?
What's up, man? Good, boys. I actually got to do one of those shows out there in the Midwest with Devin and James. I was out there last week on Tuesday, and man, them teachers come out for Devin. When it's all teachers at his show, all teachers, every teacher, the bus driver's there, the lunch lady with them big old boobs is there, all teachers.
Yeah. Good shows?
Good shows. He puts them out, man. Hey, he grinds. He's a great fan base.
Nice, man. I also joined the virtual studio with the man, the myth, the legend himself, from the law office of Kaufman and the Under Oath podcast and comic book writer, Mr. Jeff Batman Kaufman. Jeffrey, how was your weekend, my brother?
I was working, just taking care. People say, "How do you have time for it?" You don't, man. Every minute is full. Like we just had our show on Thursday, and people don't know how hard that show is to put together, man. There's a lot that goes into it. I mean, forget the new material, forget, everything that goes, getting everyone there. We had a monsoon come in on us.
For
tornado warning.
Yo, we were panicking. We were like, man, ain't nobody gonna be, because I know how those shows work. Like when you do those free shows and it rains, half the audience ain't coming.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't want to go.
Yeah, right.
And I live down the street.
Yeah. Man.
Yo, shout out to Ryan Holmes, man, who filled in for James. Ryan did great. And also, I got to give also a quick shout out. So last week we were talking about recipes and cooking, right? And I remember I told you guys I can't master a brisket. Well, a cat named Christian Parrott hit me up on IG. Shout out to Christian Parrott. Gave me a brisket recipe. So this Friday was my day off. I'm going to attempt a brisket again this Friday. And Christian, I'm going to use your recipe and I'll report back to you and let you know how it goes.
He listened to the show and he hit you up?
Yeah.
That's what's up, Christian. I haven't been able to do a ribeye steak challenge where I eat a bunch of ribeye for free.
So Christian, either
you or
somebody,
Christian,
wants a steak dinner, bro.
Yeah, you want to cook me a bunch of ribeyes? Here's the Real Laughs auction. We're auctioning off all the Real Laughs gentlemen for dude dates. These are dude dates, guys. So even if you're a girl, this is a dude date. Sorry. For $500, you could cook me a bunch of steaks, and I'll tell you all the inside gossip. I'd be like, Jeff Kaufman, he actually Puerto Rican. He don't want no one to know.
Yeah.
Eating the steak. Ken Miller ain't got no legs, bro. I seen it.
Yeah. That's why he got jeans on in the summertime. Who wears jeans in the summertime besides the dude with no legs?
Yeah.
How much does the brisket cost? I mean, like I made a big brisket.
A big brisket,
it's like $100,
man.
isn't it? Usually,
it's up there. It's up there. So I get like a 6 to 8 pounder. I won't get anything huge. Like I get like a 6 to 8 pounder, and you can get them at what's the Sam's?
Costco or something?
Yeah, like
Costco,
Ken, or Sam's.
You can get them at meat places. You know how we always talking about meat on the show?
Yeah.
Pay us.
Yeah.
Have some money.
If you own a meat place, hit us up and we'll cook the meat. Talk about how good the meat is. Hey man, and we'll put you on the show. You could be one of our sponsors. So you own
here's
the
the
meat
funniest
place,
thing.
come on through.
We're calling it a meat place because I don't want you to think it has to be a legal butcher shop. You just have to be able to get me meat.
Listen, I don't know about this. I don't know about these.
I walk into the back of
out your car meat places.
Yeah.
Like people sell shrimp. I don't know if I want meat out of the trunk. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I walk into a Southeast Asia travel agency office. The guy's like, "Follow me in the back." I get back there and I'm like, is that a kangaroo hanging? You're not ready for kangaroo meat. What you want?
hey, hey, Jeff, you open the trunk and it's just ice in the trunk with shrimp.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that before though. I grew up
Yeah.
in Miami. That's people would sell right off the
You look,
dock. They'd be on the side of the street with shrimp all the time.
Jeff, you
That's
open the
crazy.
trunk and you looking at it, and then you just reach for the gun. These ain't tiger prawns. What's going on? We had a deal, Lou.
Dude, that's great. Hey, they car break down. You got to help them move all the ice out the way to get to the spare.
You
That's
forget
just,
2 shrimp in there, and you riding around the car like, God damn it! You smell that? Y'all smell that? It smell like
yeah.
stingray ass.
Hey, Miguel, true story, bro. I had just moved to Florida. It's like 04, 05, so my first marriage, and my ex-wife had a Dodge Neon. And remember the green one too.
Mhm.
Everybody had a green one. They was all green for some reason.
Yeah.
That's the only color Dodge Neon I knew was green, bro.
They're like,
Well,
we
that's
got to make
because
it a
it was
neon
named
color.
Neon.
Yeah. You can't have a black
It's in
neon,
the name.
white
Bro.
neon. It's got to be neon.
So for like a whole month, I was like, yo, I'm like, what is the smell in your car? We're cleaning it, we're disinfecting it. We got air fresheners for like 2 or 3 months. We can't figure it out. One day she get a flat tire. I go to take it off and get the spare. A half gallon of milk
Oof.
has been. I was like, how did that get under there?
In the spare well
In
It
the
fell.
spare well, bro.
of the neon.
Bro, I'm talking about hot summer, windows down. Like, what is that smell, bro? And if the whole time, man, a half gallon of milk had been in the trunk.
I used to get ride when I was in like high school. I didn't have a car until like my senior year, and but every now and then I'd just be walking home and people would be like, "Hey, come on," because I was always funny. So people like, "Oh, hey, get in, get in." And there was this girl that used to give me a ride all the time, Stephanie. She lived down the neighborhood past me, but her car was so dirty. And one time I accidentally left my book bag unzipped, and when I went to pick it up, all my stuff fell out in her car. So I was on my knees putting it in my bag, and I looked underneath her passenger seat, and there was an active colony of ants. Like they had dirt.
Gee.
They were about eating all the sugar from food in there. They were like, "We live a good life, no enemies." Flowing
Whoa.
soda spills all the time. But I looked underneath that seat and I saw the layer of dirt, and I just saw them walking with like a little piece of something. Like, what's up, player? We're the ants who live underneath.
Man, that's
Yeah.
the worst thing. You find out when you're helping somebody do something, you find out their secret stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was helping this girl move and it was with her, it was me and her brother, and we were moving the bed and everything else like that. And women aren't as careful with their stuff as we are.
Yeah.
They don't need to hide their stuff for some reason. And
Yeah.
and one of her toys popped out, and we just kind of like looked at each other, and we didn't know how to respond. We just pretended it didn't exist. And we walked out, we took the bed and everything else and left it like in the center of the room. And she goes, "Anything left in that bedroom? Oh, you might want to check that out."
There's a thing in there. Your brother's gonna want to talk with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go have this pizza you ordered. Hey, the worst is when you help somebody move and they don't order an adequate amount of pizza. You're
No,
like, there's
one
5 of us
pizza.
here.
One pizza.
What's this one pizza? There's 8 slices per pizza. There's a slice per everybody. I'll drop the thing I'm carrying right there. I'm like, y'all don't got no respect for me and my friendship. I'll leave
Wow.
right now.
Hey.
How old do you have to be till you can say, "No, I'm not doing that"?
I think
Yeah.
once you're over 40, stop helping people move, hire somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, I will. If
can't
you
be
tell me
picking
right
up
now,
stuff.
I'll donate. I'll donate, but
I
I'm not
will
can
gonna
too.
move anything.
100%, 100%. I was helping just move a little bit of furniture, not like big. Me and Mike Busey bought some tables from a Chinese restaurant. They were like they were just like perfect tacky restaurant tables, and the woman was like $100. You can come take every restaurant table you want in here. And it was about 5 or 6 tables in, going up the ramp, going down, putting them in our trailer. That I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to move again. Like I realized, like I'm never going to be able to hire a mover, or I'm never going to be able to move my own furniture again. I'm hiring
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, dude.
Man, they did that without when we opened up the new firm about 9 years ago. The people we were moving out of one building to the other, the guy said to us, "We're not going to let the movers in. Only you can move it." And they were just being douchey.
Yeah, that's
And
horrible.
I was the only one there, and I was going, "Well, so if I can move everything from here to the where the trucks come pick stuff up,
Yeah,
I forget
yeah.
what they call it." And There go, Jeff, it's only you. I said, I got to get it done. And for 8 hours, I drug stuff in elevators down. I thought I was going to die. End of the
Yeah.
day, I was like, I ain't doing this no more. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this body, I know it looks like I'm built like a sexual tyrannosaurus. I get it, people, but the truth is, this ain't holding together like it used to. Like
Yeah,
stuff
dude.
scares me. Every now and then a noise happens in my body, and I'm like, oh,
Ooh, whoa.
that
Ooh.
was a lot.
Hey, dude, I remember when I took my Achilles tendon, man. First of all, shout out to Big Tim. Big Tim was my ride. This is the first time because no, this is my second one because I was in my other apartment, and I was single, and so Big Tim would drive me to my doctor's appointments. Big Tim carried me up my steps, and as he's carrying me, I'm singing.
And
Go lift them up where we
we
belong. I'm
belong.
singing that.
Officer, the gentleman.
And he used to call me Pop Tart. He said, Pop Tart, I will throw you down these stairs. Well,
Pop Tart.
Big Tim was a Cadillac guy.
Yeah.
The nastiest cat. Big Tim had roaches in the Cadillac, bro.
El Dorado.
Hey, bro, and I got a cast on.
They try to
I don't want them to get in my cast.
they get in your cast. You got to go to the doctor's office, and they're like, you got roaches in your cast. Your arm's infested.
Oh my goodness, man! But
Imagine they crack it open. They crack it
So,
open, and they all go scattering.
roaches everywhere. My legs been eaten. It's just
It's
bone.
gone.
Oh.
It's a bone. And roach eggs all
And
on.
you can't tell them, no. What are you supposed to say? Could you clean your car?
Oh no, I
Yeah.
did. Oh, we're comics. Hey, dog.
Okay.
I was like, Big Tail. I will pay to get this thing clean, bro. You can't. You got a Cadillac. You got to keep this. I'm talking about. It was trash everywhere. An active roach.
That means there's enough food and water for him to live in there.
Yo,
You
That
got
means
the
there's
fly
a
tape hanging from
sustainable-
the back seat.
It's a sustainable environment for bugs.
bro. The roach like, man, don't clean out the car. This is the best crib I've ever had,
Yeah.
bro.
Hey, welcome to Cribs. I'm Roach. Over here is the sugar donut that's been here for like 3 days. That's good. And this is my garage.
Do you tell people when you get in their car if it's like you're not that
It
close
depends
to
on the
them?
person.
Yeah, it depends on
It
the
depends
person.
on the person.
Yeah.
I'll tell anybody I'm
Yeah.
super close to. I'll just be like, what the hell? What do we need to talk about? Like, what do we need to talk about that this is happening in your life? What's going on, player? But other people, when like some nice person's giving you a ride somewhere, the comic in another town, the host, sometimes I've had where the host picks me up from like the hotel I'm at or something, and you get in the car and you're like, ooh.
You don't know where to
So-
put your feet. That's the
Yep.
problem. You're like going, where can I? There's like a Wendy's thing down here. Is that like something in that?
Is that a brisket?
And a taco wrapper? What
Yeah.
the hell are we dealing with here?
Hey, my wife will tell you if I am going to pick a headliner up, I clean my car.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I'm going to pick up Gattori and I got McDonald's. Like in my early days when they had the town car
Yeah.
and Chris was like, hey, I don't have time to pick them up. If you don't mind, can you swing by get the comedian? I says, cool. I will stop by the car wash my car, clean it out, Febreze it, Clorox spray it, and when I pick them up, because it's a Corolla.
Yeah.
So when I pick them up, they're like, yo, man, then keep your car clean. Now, if it's a big headliner, my wife be like, you got to take the Audi.
yeah.
She's like, you're not picking up so-and-so. You ain't picking up
Yeah.
big name comic in the Corolla. I'm like, they understand. They were Corolla comics before.
Yeah, but a gross car is a young man's game. I
Yeah.
think if you get older, you're like, no, I'm taking the garbage out with me.
Because we have
Every
the
time you-
resources to pay for $19.99 a month in limited car washes. Like we got the resources to have a vacuum anywhere, we need to. The young man, he's like $19.99. Damn, Flair, I guess I'm not gonna get insurance on this car.
With that being said, we got to go to commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. We're back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. Yes, I am Ken Miller in the big chair tonight, guys. Do me a favor. Go out to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and follow us. Just look up Real Labs. If you miss any of our shows, go to iHeart, search Real Labs. Over 800 shows, bro. Go check it out. And actually 1,000. We got 1,000 shows out there, so go check it out. 8 years of shows. And if you want to see these beautiful faces, go out to YouTube, search Real Labs, and our shows are all up there. Join the virtual studio with Miguel Colon Jr., from the law office of Kaufman and Lynn, Mr. Jeff Kaufman. James is at Tampa Side Splitters doing comedy right now, so he is off. Man, we were talking about dirty cars. Yeah, bro. I don't care what city I go to. When the host comes and picks me up, that car always nasty.
Always nasty, and
It's
the host
always
is
nasty.
always the kind of host that comes to pick you up is always weird. Is always weird, dude. Cause the host is not weird. You get there and it's this cool dude. He's like, hey, sorry, man. He was finishing up what I had to do at the hospital where I work. You're like, cool, man. He's like, yeah, I've been doing comedy, love it. The host that comes picks you up is like, you huff? You trying to get you trying to get on some of this paint? I'm like, what the hell? Hey, you want something to eat? There's some fries down there. I know it. I can smell them. You know?
He'd be going, I would have paid to clean the car, but I needed that $12 to pay the general for my insurance this month.
Yeah, the general, dude, he don't even take checks from me. Somebody comes to my house on the 14th. I'm like, hey,
hey, right?
where's
Check
that
my couch
26
for
bucks?
change.
Yo, hey, dude, it's so funny you just brought that up. Me and my wife was just talking about that. So me and my wife got a new budgeting plan right now. And she was talking about the Dave Ramsey plan where when you pay your bills, how you put the money in the envelope type thing. And we were like, I was like, yeah, that's cool. Till I got to pay something online. Then I got to put the money back in the bank. And she was like, yeah, because when he came up with it, think about it. We actually had to go somewhere to pay our
We
bills.
wrote that book in the 80s, man.
Yeah, we had to actually go somewhere. And I started laughing. I was like, bro, I can't remember the last time I went somewhere to pay a bill.
Yeah. They just happen now on my phone. I just get text messages. I'm like, well, that's good that that's paid for.
Seriously, think about it, Jeff.
What do
When's
you use
the
cash
last time
for?
you walked somewhere? When the last time you walked in a building to pay a bill?
Yeah, no.
I never do.
Every now and then I do cash.
I haven't paid a bill outside of being online in forever.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We were really sitting there thinking like, dude, when?
Guys, every now and then I do cash drops at banks because we did an event at the Sausage Castle or we got hired for something and it was cash. And, it's maybe a few $1,000s that I'm dropping off into a bank cash. And banks have changed in the past 10 years. Every time you walk in, there's a bank in your building, Jeff, so you know too. But you walk in now, there's like a bank concierge, not even a teller. There's some dude. He's like, hey, man, welcome to Chase. You're like, what's up? What are you doing? You're like, I'm going to deposit some cash. He's like, all right. Come on.
He's got to ask his boss how he does it.
Yeah. And then they're like, I found this out too. There's all these rules. Like now, certain banks won't allow you. Like if I wanted to deposit cash into Jeff Kaufman's bank account because I owe him a deposit, let me just take the cash. There's certain banks that are like, sorry, you can't deposit cash into another person's account unless you're on it. And I'm like, why? I want to give him money.
They report it.
Yeah,
that's why.
I'm like, I just need to give him money and y'all take money. Yeah, I know.
What do you spend money for? Because I only spend money for tipping and lottery.
I keep cash on me mostly for tipping. And then, but sometimes I use it because I keep cash on me. And I keep a big stack, but I like to have like maybe 200 cash on me just because tips running around. Yeah.
Hey, man, the other day you was buying me a drink. I was like, hey, why you got that amount of money?
But 200 cash, honestly, because I don't get it. But 200 cash to me is like enough for tipping, for other stuff during the day that I'm going to get into generally. Get the cash price on something every now and then. But I generally do use my car. But every now and then you run into a situation where you're at any place where they have one of those turnaround screens. And I did it at a food truck. I told the dude, I was like, hey, man, I was like, what's my cash price for this? He was like, what? And I was like, you ring it up yet? He said, nah. I said, what's my cash price? He said, all right. Yo, I see where you're going, player. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, at the Jordanian meats, they just want you to run the card.
Yeah. When you're buying those car shrimp.
When Ken and I get our hot dogs after the show, when we're heading home,
bro,
that's that street meat at the middle of the night. That's never good.
Yeah, man. I'm with you, Jeff. Lottery. I think I keep cash for lottery and homeless people. That's it. That's all I got cash for. Is I like and this time I'm downtown walking, and I from my other broad days, I always kept like 21s on me because I know I'm gonna pass 20 homeless people on the way to
get somebody.
Here you go.
Dude, the niceness of somebody being able to buy a luxury like a soda. Like every now and I know I might get a bandwagon, but every now and then when I see somebody that I know is hard up on times, even if they're working, and you see them get something a little extra, it's all different levels. Because every now and then, like for me, something extra is like being able to buy like a gaming system or go on a vacation, and it makes me beam. But some dudes, it's like, oh, I get to order some pizza and not just eat bologna at home. This is nice. Or I get to eat. This is nice.
Yeah,
You
right.
know?
Is there? I got a question. This is a tough one for me.
Yeah.
Is there a level of scary that you won't give money
Yeah.
to? I mean, there's some hardcore,
Yeah, Jeff,
drug people I
I'm
bump
okay with
into.
admitting that. I'm
I go, I
yeah.
want this dude away from me.
Yes,
I'm not,
Jeff, I'm okay
you
with
know,
admitting. Yeah, man. I'm okay with being real and saying sometimes somebody's walking up to cars and I'm like, nah. Like, nah, I just can't risk this situation, Like, buddy got that look in his eyes, everything. And I mean, that's why I can't. I'm not the one who's gonna be able to save the world, guys. You can help people who you can help, though. But I do feel you should help everybody
yeah,
you can, and that doesn't mean just people who are hard up. It means people who just need help at the moment too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I hate when.
if you come up to me looking like Chappelle in Fear Factor, like I
Yeah,
can't do it. I
I
can't.
can't
I'm
do
like,
it. I'm just too.
dude, I'm
And I
afraid you
don't
go
want you to
mug me.
come up to me. I'll be real. I don't want you, like, if you look like you blasted off some stones. This is how I am in life. I don't like people who look really, really high coming up to me unless it's weed, because it's just like, buddy, yes, I'll listen to that mixtape real quick.
Yo, hey, dude, I got one. I should have totally been murdered, and I don't know how. I didn't get. Maybe God got something planned for
Yeah,
me. So this is my early days at other bar, probably 2 years and 3 years in other bar. I'm walking. I just got paid. I'm walking to the ATM. I deposit ATM. And this black lady walks up to me with 3 kids, and she says, "Hey, can you give me some money? I need to try to find somewhere to stay." And I'm like, "You got like 3 babies." I'm talking about
yeah,
like 5 years old to like newborn. I was like, there's a hotel like around the corner. I said, I'll just get you a room for a night. And she's like,
yeah,
are you serious? I said, yeah. I said, yo, I'm not, I don't, so I gave
yeah.
her
You
a
don't know what to
ride.
do. There's 3
Yeah,
babies.
it's three
Yeah,
babies. So I gave them a ride, got them a room for one night. I paid for the room, gave her $60. Now I done gave her this lady, paid for the room, paid this lady my whole check I got from
little
other bar
Crown Royal
tonight.
night, huh, Ken
It
Miller?
was a Crown Royal night. And I get home, and this girl I was messing with at the time, I'm telling her, she was like, you could have been killed. I
Yo,
didn't even think about it. I was just like, yo, I
Ken,
could have. The 5-year-old could have been like, got him. Got
you
him.
so lucky,
That wasn't a
Ken.
5-year-old. It
Yo,
was a little person.
that
Was
was
a
it.
midget
Hey,
with
that
the
was Marlon Wayans.
Yeah,
Hey,
got him.
got
Ken,
him.
Ken, you lucky you were with a girl who was reasonable. Cause some other girl will be like, "Oh, that's why you want me to believe you got a hotel charge on your credit card? That's why you come in here smelling like breast milk,
Yo,
Ken?
why you in here smelling homeless? Oh, so you with
Yeah.
some homeless bitch now?
Ew.
What?
Ew. Let me smell it. Let me smell it right now."
It smelled like downtown parking garage. I knew you was with somebody.
Even Sean now is like, "Ken, what are you spending your money on? There's no way you spent $62 at a hot dog cart." Yes, there is, Sean.
Bro,
She said, "Ken, tell me right now, do you have a problem with drugs?
Merc.
Are you gambling?"
Nope. Hot dog. Cause she sold our first house. Congratulations to her.
Hey, that's
And,
right. Sean just sold her first
sold our
house,
first
man.
house.
She taking everyone to dinner.
Yo, so we went out. That's the thing. So, but crazy, Jeff. This weekend I ain't had no comedy, so I had to help her with 2 events. So I was Mr. I had the shirt with the Preppy Socialite event. Everything that was all weekend, and she paid
Yeah, the
me
cookies.
too.
You have the
she paid-
cookies.
Bro, yeah, everything, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, she paid me too. She's like, I'll pay you to help me because I ain't had no comedy. I was like, all right. Then she took me to dinner, and then she was like, hey, I'm gonna give you a portion of my my money I get from the house, my commission. I was like, cool. And she told me how much she's gonna give. She said, what you gonna do with your money? I said, go smoke a cigar. I said,
Yeah.
I don't do much.
Yeah.
Like my wife really be like, yo, you what? I'm like, if I go some cigar and a whiskey, that's my happy place.
Yeah.
I'm not buying no shoes. I ain't buying no Xbox. I ain't buying no game.
Listen,
I am
Ken.
going to Corona and get me a cigar, really expensive cigar, a nice expensive some liquor, and I'm gonna sit out on the little porch and people watch.
Ken, when we go out nowadays, like after the show, when me, you, Jeff, and the boys all go to like Corona, there are 2 parts of the night I love. When we get there and we're chopping it up, And when it's like 11:50, and I'm like, I'm going home to bed.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey,
Like
hey,
hey, mid drink, having a blast. Jeff's like, oh, you gotta try this old fashioned with tequila. I'm like, what's up? I'm having a blast. Alarm 11:50. Night. I'm going
hey.
home.
Jeff, what time we leave Thursday, you think?
Uh, Let me think. I thought we probably left at 12:30. I mean,
Yeah,
we could.
cause
Woo! Burn
It
that
feels
midnight
like
oil.
we close at. There's nobody
yeah,
there.
it was nobody there. The game was over, and it was me, Jeff, and the Russian, and Jeff drinking some expensive Indian beer that's like $45 a pour.
Stop it. It
Yeah,
ain't that bad.
and I got my crown. The Russian she had I had never
Old
had an
fashioned.
old fashioned with tequila. I had
They're
never
really
heard of
good.
it
I've
before.
never heard about them till
Yeah,
recently, and I've been
yeah.
enjoying them.
Yeah,
Like I've been
and then
enjoying.
Jeff, I was like, "We ready to go?" And Jeff like, "We get hot dogs." I said, "Hey man, let's
Yeah.
roll."
Hey, what you need to know, Ken, too, is Jeff has to pass his house to go
He
get those
really
hot dogs with you
does.
and go back home. That's how good they are.
Yeah, I got to go
He
a
has
couple
to
blocks
go
out of the
like
way.
2 or 3 blocks out of his way.
Yeah.
Yo,
Then I got to go down to Lake Eola. That's even
yeah,
worse.
Mhm.
That's it.
yo. And the crazy thing is, dude, that the hot dog guy is really actually excited to see us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
When we
Oh
walk
my
up,
God.
hey, he starts making the hot dogs. We didn't tell him what we wanted. He's like, here you go.
He's
He has one.
refusing.
He's like,
He
no.
refuses everything. No,
Yeah,
no, I'm giving you one
he
for
would,
free.
yeah, he would not take Jeff's tip.
Yeah.
Jeff was trying to get. He said, "Give me the computer so I can put it." He was like, "No, no, 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 no."
He's like,
Maybe he knows
Jeff, look
maybe
at me. I'm not one of those Arabs. Here. Yeah. Yeah. We can figure this out.
Though I did turn around and Melissa was gone, so I don't know. I think it was a.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't know what the
like,
hell's
wait,
going on there.
she's taken.
Yo,
I had to go
I
to
think
Gaza to
Melissa-
go get her. So
I think
yeah,
the first 20 minutes of Melissa being kidnapped, she won't even know. She's like,
Yeah.
why am I in the van with you guys? Did I order an Uber?
she just go. Can I order a drink from here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this van's got cocktails. Ooh, chloroform. This reminds me of college.
Hey, look at the old fashioned with chloroform in it.
Chloroform.
Yes.
You guys party. You're friends with Jeff? You guys are all right.
Yo, they swing the block and drop her off at the hot dog cart. Bro, she won't stop talking.
Yeah, your friends are cool, Jeff. You know?
Jeff,
Yeah.
like, where the hell you been?
They go. They go. We didn't expect him to have a special needs girlfriend with him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. That it's a good night, dude. Like, and that's my thing. She was like, "What are you gonna do with your money?" I said, "I'm gonna probably go have me an expensive cigar, an expensive drink, and I'm just enjoying my night." I'm 47 now, man. I don't,
Yeah.
in that 30-year-old Ken, I would have went and bought some Air Force Ones, some Jordans, some clothes, a video game that I'm only gonna play twice, and then go sell it at GameStop for 95% less than what I bought it for. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take
Yep.
everybody out to eat. I'm gonna be about, and then I'm gonna be like, where did this money go? Now I'm like, man, I'm gonna spend $100 of it, and the rest I'm gonna put away.
Yeah.
She was like, that's it. I was like, that's it. She like, all right, well, it's your money.
Yeah.
She goes, "You a cheap date." Yeah.
I'm a cheap date, man. Well, with that being said, Cheap Ken got to go to commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. We are back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Shout out to James John. James is in Tampa right now at Side Splitters with our comedy brother Devin, who helped start this show. Guys, go out and follow us, please, on Real Labs on every platform. If you want to listen to us in podcast format, go to iHeart, search Real Labs. And if you want to see these beautiful faces, go to YouTube, search Real Labs. We hadn't got a chance to talk about our comedy weekend, man. All for the Money was another great show. Shout out to all the people who came out, man. We did have a whole ass monsoon and a tornado warning, and we were nervous. It was like 8 people. We were like, man, well, this the one. You know,
Yeah.
because I was going to be one. And you guys actually showed up, man, and we had a good time.
After we had 12 people who got there semi before the rain, we're going, I guess we're doing the show for 12.
Yeah.
And then I was watching people run in with their umbrellas and everything else like that. I mean, I was like so happy. I was like, wow, you know, we're doing
that's
something.
Jeff, and that's a testament to you and your staff for how y'all help get run a great show, man. And it's a really good show. People love it, man. And also, man, we want to say, Natalie, you ain't our friend no more for not coming. So
Yeah. That's why that thing happened to you at work.
yeah. Hey, we call you out. A Mohawk couple. When they
Yeah.
didn't come, we were mad at them, and they was like,
Mhm.
"Yo, I was
They
sorry."
even
We was in
told
the,
us they weren't coming though.
yeah,
They even
Yeah.
said,
like,
"Hey,"
we
they
still were
warned
mad.
us. Yeah.
They were like, we're not gonna be able to make it. I was like, what do you got to fight a robot in the future?
Yeah.
Like they look like they're
Now,
Mad Max couple. They're like, no, we
Yeah.
got to race across Australia real quick, just some family
Yeah.
business.
Yeah,
now
that's
there's
all right.
always somebody at the show you remember for a specific reason.
Hmm.
You know, they said a certain story, they did a certain thing. I remember this one woman, and she came up to Ken at the end, but she had sour face on
The whole
from the
show.
moment we started
The
to the moment
whole
we ended.
show.
And she walked by me and she walked over to Ken. You were my favorite. I was like, how would you know?
Yeah, you liked anything? You
Yeah.
liked something?
And when she walked away, I looked at Jeff. I was like, "This lady didn't laugh at nothing the whole night. I don't know what she talking about.
She loved it.
She
Internal
didn't laugh."
laughs.
But I'm gonna tell you my favorite, the gay table.
Oh,
Yes.
Gay Table was great.
They were my favorite. When that
three
dude,
guys
when
and the
you
girl?
asked Buddy, you was like, "So when did you come out at 21?" And you was like, "Well, how did your father feel?" He was like, "My dad thought I was gay." He said, "Well, I knew you was gay since you was 8." He was like, "Well, why you ain't tell me?"
Yeah. That was the
Man.
best.
I've been telling people that story all week. Hey
Said,
man,
"Why
he
you
said, "Y'all knew I was gay. Why y'all ain't tell me?"
Hey, when he came up, we said we played games with the audience at the show, guys. So you could win money just because we'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
who here's got a tattoo and want to tell us the story why they regret it or something? Well, dude pops up, same buddy, front row, man, great dude. Him and his crew were great. He pops up, he's got a tattoo, so he pops up on stage and then proceeds to grab his ankle and lift his leg straight up. And he's like,
Yeah.
me and my mom got matching tattoos.
Yo, we was like, man, you don't put your damn leg down. And yo,
I think you
bro,
like a gay flamingo.
bro, and then the other funny thing was it was the 3 gay dudes at the table with a woman. We was like, well, what's your deal? She's like, well, I'm bisexual. We was
Yeah.
like, well, you ain't really gay.
You ain't really gay. You cheating. These dudes were
Yo.
getting chased in the hallways of school. You were cool from day one.
Yo,
You just
But-
wanted to increase your odds.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
all.
you just
Yeah,
greedy.
You
Yeah,
just want to
whichever
make sure
way.
you had a date for the prom.
How about the old black dude who
That's
just
what I'm getting
blanked
to.
out? Oh my God.
So
Ken, please.
I'll get to this because Miguel has been texting me since Thursday, y'all.
Never heard of this.
So the question was, what is something that you were told as a child and you got older and you realized it wasn't true? A black dude raised his hand. I picked him. As he's walking up, I said, well, I was told that if you had sex with an older person, you got worms. He stopped halfway through. It was like, that's what I was going to say.
Jeff, I have never heard of that. Have you heard of that before,
No,
Jeff?
I
That
never.
was brand new to me.
We were just stunned. We're all going, what? And
And
Ken
every
acted
black
like it
person
was
in the
normal.
audience, I was like, yo, since I was a kid, we were told if you had sex with an old person, you get worms.
Where do you get the worms? In your junk, in your body?
I
And
don't
what kind
know,
of worms
bro.
are we talking about?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think they're
Like
just
maggots?
inside
I
of
was
you.
like, going, are they like fishing worms? Are they
Bro.
like eat the
Don't-
body worms? What are we
Hey,
talking?
man, Jeff, I don't know. Is this what I was told? So all weekend, Miguel is sending me YouTube videos,
It's
articles.
out there.
He's like, yo. And I don't know where the worm go. Is it a tequila worm? I don't know, bro. I just know.
I just
it's
imagine the
100%
worm with like a
African-American
monopoly,
science.
with a monopoly eye and everything, looking at you.
Yo,
I don't like it.
I don't know, bro. But that's what I was told as a kid.
This was I know what this comes from. This comes from women and men not wanting their young loves to be swooped away by older people with money. So dudes was like, hey, if you have sex with a sugar daddy, you're gonna get vaginal worms. You know that, right? You know that, right?
Yo, just out there, and that lie been going for 100-something years, bro.
Mhm. And then older women are telling women the same thing, baby. I understand, but you try to take my man from it, and your vagina's not treated right, you gonna get the worms. And old black dudes are running around. Ain't nobody getting worms. I promise. I promise.
Yeah. hey, the dude that originated that up in heaven right now, like they fell for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old
Crazy.
worm scam.
Yeah, the old worm scam. I knew it wasn't real because I'm married to an old woman.
I just never, that one came, like, I thought I had I thought I minored in African American street studies. And then to find out that there's a whole, never have I heard that. And then to find out I was in the minority of people in that room. Well, I was I was one of the people who had never heard because all the black people knew.
Yeah,
And
we
when
all
you
know.
said that, every black table, the Canadian black girl nodded,
Yeah, yeah.
and I
See,
was
yeah.
like,
Miguel, you're part of the Yo MTV Raps Black Crow.
that's
You
exactly it. I
know,
only got
that
that
is
side.
there's like that whole
You're
real
right.
black,
You're
and
Yeah,
right.
you
there's
got to be
MTV
Hey,
black.
hey, you
So
got to
there
be
you go.
BT Rap City Basement Black for that,
I
bro.
but I thought I thought I just had a
Pootie
cookout
Tang
culture,
kind
the
of thing.
culture. I was like, no, I got the Puerto Rican embassy pass, and then to find out this lore has been out there this whole time, I could have been
Yeah.
convincing all the girls I knew that had older boyfriends. I was like, no. It's not about them being old. It's about them being older. So you know how he's 23 and you're 19, you gonna get worms.
I tell you, the one thing I love about our show a lot is because we get to do things a lot of comedians don't. We all come out in the beginning. We get to find out stuff about the audience. So by the time we get on stage, we have
Yes,
4 or 5 people we can go after. And that's fun, man, because in the middle of
that's
your set
great.
you just turn down and take somebody on, and you didn't
Yeah.
have to get it out of them yourself. You already know them. Like when I walked up on stage and I
Yeah.
saw the 3 gay guys, I go, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
To me
It
that
was,
was like boom, you're able to start that set with a pop, and it's pretty
and
cool.
what I like too, man, real talk, guys, it's a lot of different kind of people in there just
Bro,
vibing,
it's
just
really a
vibing.
crazy mix of people, dude.
And
It
it's
really
just
is.
so good. It's young people, it's
Yeah.
grown people, it's very open. I mean, we've had some elderly people at that show. And we I don't know if you guys remember, we had one and we were talking about something sex, and it was like, what's your go-to sex move? And the old woman in the wheelchair was like, I let him touch my boobs. And I was like, she was like 105.
Yeah.
Like,
And she was
Then we
sitting
had
up
Mr.
front,
Burns
right?
last
yeah,
week,
she was
man.
sitting up front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
up front. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah. Now it's always been. We've always like the black girl who showed us her tattoo on her ass.
Yeah, the one who told us the story about the Mile High Club.
Yeah,
And then the
we were
best,
like,
guys,
oh.
here's something that's amazing is when their friends don't know these stories. And then they're like, what? And they're like, yes, girl, your father, It's like, and it's a mix because we got that couple that I always say the husband, your father. We got matching tattoos. She holds her leg up.
Yo, hey, she like, hey, I want y'all to tell us a secret that nobody here know. All right, so Sharon, my homegirl Sharon, my son, that's actually your dad's kid. Where my money at? Wait, what?
Give me that $25 card. That's your
$25,
brother.
girl.
That's your godson's your brother. And guess what? I ain't getting no worms from your daddy.
Bro, yeah, man, it is.
Oh, man.
Jeff, I have to say, I have to agree with Miguel. It really is a great mixture of people. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
amazing the
so-
group. We get old white guy, young this, young that. I mean, it's just I think the ages go from 22 to 85.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
it's
No, you
bizarre.
guys, he's not exaggerating.
And yeah, there are the people. Some people do walk out.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
some people do walk out, and you're like going, okay, it wasn't your thing. I mean, but we advertise. It's not like we don't tell you before you get there. It's not
Yeah.
like it's a surprise. But I think some people just go, okay,
A
but
lot of
I
people
think some
tell me
people
straight
wanna
up
get
they
mad.
came in though to see one of our performance. Like somebody be like, hey, I'm here to see James. I got to get up out of here. And I like that too. They're
Yeah.
just like, hey man, I want to see the comic that I'm homies
Well,
with.
our boy
follow.
Patricio was on the list.
I didn't see him,
Yo.
man. Was he there?
I would
He was
love
on.
to- I
No,
haven't seen-
no,
I
we
haven't
didn't
seen
see
him
him.
in a-
It's
I
a
think
kid
we
snatching
him.
day. Thursday's a good.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah,
storm.
Thursday, yeah, Thursday.
That's a
is-
good day
yeah.
to snatch kids.
Yeah.
You know who I
I
like?
ain't seen that buddy since the first show.
Yeah,
you
and
know what I
he bailed before I think we even started. He was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm out.
Well, I liked the dude who comes to our show who looks like a serial killer. The white dude who's like all squared away. He's got to look because I'm always like, you kill girls, don't you? And he's like, oh my God. He's never said no.
Glasses?
Yeah, he's never said
He
no.
comes with the
With
white lady who
the cute
who
white
daughter,
lady, yeah, with the
the
daughter.
white-
Yeah.
yeah, you got the daughter, yeah.
You had that dude who showed up and he had his hair greased back, and I mean, he's not a regular, but he sat down like one of the last people. And when you got on him, you go, yeah, you look like you came from Dateline,
Yeah.
and you could tell the whole show he was like going, oh, did they just do
Yeah.
this to me?
Yeah.
To catch a predator? Every time I said something, and
He
he
had a
walked
greased
out
back
still a
mullet,
little
and
stunned.
he was making
Yeah.
out with his girl.
Hey, man, that
No, I
means
saw
we.
him at the pizza place. I kicked it with him at the pizza place afterwards. He was the one I was texting you guys about. He was like, "What's about my hair?" I go, "You asking me, player? Come on now." I was like, "You see that in the mirror every day." And his girl
Every
was like,
day, dog. Stop.
"He said when we came here, they're gonna make fun of my hair." I was like, "Oh, come on, then you knew." And he was laughing at the pizza place because he knew. That's the thing too, though. Like the audience is fun. They come back. It's about 50% regulars, 50% new
Yeah.
people, and I love that, man. I love doing it.
And all our regulars sit right up front.
Yeah.
They were right up front.
You know, I
And
noticed
we've been.
something.
Yeah. Go
The
ahead,
one
Jeff.
thing I realized about real radio for like Monsters of the Morning, you know, they got some mega fans who just sit on Ryan's jock or anybody else's through the whole time. So they'll be trying to talk to other people. The dude will just be sitting there like this, like you know, like he's the assistant to the assistant, and
He's
it's just
digging it,
so
man.
they really are into it, man. The monster fans, some of them are just so locked
Yeah,
in.
man.
That is their life,
I was
you
like,
know.
man, they came to see Ryan Holmes. The black
In the
black Canadian
storm.
girl was trying to get him.
Yeah, she was. She's like,
Yeah.
he's so handsome. Hey, Ken told Ryan straight up. He goes, damn, man. He goes, that's the truth. Any kind of fame changed how you look. Because that girl was like, you so handsome, Ryan. And Ken was like, Ryan, it's not true. That's what he's telling him.
Hey, man, we got to get up out of here, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. We truly appreciate it. Let's find out where everybody going to be at. Miguel, what you got going on this weekend, my friend?
I got nothing this weekend, man. I'm just enjoying the weekend back in town. But once again, I do want to thank Ryan Holmes for coming out to our show for All
Yeah,
for the
brother,
Money.
for real.
He brought a great fan base and he killed it. He was good. So thank you, Ryan. Thank you for coming out and doing that for us.
For real. Jeff, man, what you got going on this
I
weekend?
got
Who
the
you got
Under
on
Oath
Under
show
Oath?
from 7:30 to 9. Man, I'm taking people to my office. This is what you call taking one for the team. I'm
Ooh.
taking a couple of women in my audience, in my office, to go see Justin Timberlake Friday night in Tampa. Woo, that's
Nice,
love.
bro.
That's
That's
love.
love.
Oof.
Also, too, but that's a good ass concert.
Yeah, you're gonna
Really?
Justin Timberlake got some jams, bro. That's a
Blue
good
Eyed
ass,
Soul.
dude. That's a good
I'm
ass
one of the I'm
concert,
the only straight dude there. What are we talking
man.
about here?
Dog,
Oh, that's a
dog.
hunting ground. Dudes are
Hey,
gonna be
bro.
out there just
Hey,
nodding past each
hey,
other. Bono,
hey.
Bono.
Justified, and what was his second album? The 2020.
The one with Cry Me a River on it? Or was that
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the one
Bro,
Timberland did? Timberland
yo,
did it.
yeah. It's bro, man, Jeff. Hey, man, I might mess around, do cat wig. I might throw a wig on the road with you. All right, well, this Wednesday I'm in Claremont at the Southern. I think it's Orlando versus Winter Haven. So you live in the Claremont area, come out to the Southern this Wednesday. That's the 12th. The 14th, I will be in Lake Nona somewhere. It just got Lake Nona on my calendar. I put a thing up. And then Saturday on the 15th, I will be in Apollo Beach. But we got to get up out of her. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm Ken Miller. That's Miguel Colon Jr. and Jeff Kaufman from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn. Jeffrey, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.